Often people take out insurance to protect themselves from financial hardship during tough times. But what happens when a cunning and devious individual starts exploiting insurance benefits for their own sinister gain? Today's story is about an Indian man who, while living in Canada, initially defrauded insurance companies by staging fake car accidents to amass a considerable amount of money. However, his greed for insurance money would escalate to a horrifying level, leading him to take the lives of his own family members. He didn't even spare his 12-day-old twin children. This man was Sukhwinder Singh Dhillon. So, what is the complete story of Sukhwinder Singh Dhillon? How did he reach Canada from India? What did he do there? And how did he take innocent lives? And how was his dark secret finally revealed? Let's delve into all the details in this video. The way he inflicted such agonizing deaths on people will send shivers down your spine, so stay tuned until the end. Before we begin, quickly subscribe to Crime Tales Real channel and press the bell icon. While the roots of this story are connected to India, the initial events unfold in Canada. In Canada, a man named Cliff Elliott worked for Metropolitan Life Insurance Company. On August 2nd, 1996, as he arrived at his office, his junior showed him some documents sent by the company. These documents pertained to an insurance claim filed by a man named Ranjit Singh. Ranjit was 25 years old and originally from Jalandhar, Punjab, India. Ranjit had died on June 23, 1996, just 5 days after a $200,000 life insurance policy was issued in his name on June 18, 1996. The insurance claim was filed by a man named Sukhwinder Singh Dhillon, who, according to records, was Ranjit's uncle. Before dispersing the insurance money, the company conducts its own investigation. This responsibility of investigation was now assigned to the insurance investigator, Cliff Elliott. Initially, Cliff Elliott spoke with Sukhwinder over the phone and then asked him to meet in person to obtain some signatures before finalizing the insurance claim. On August 12, 1996, at 10 a.m., Cliff Elliott arrived at Sukhwinder's house. After reaching Sukhwinder's residence, Cliff Elliott started working on the necessary paperwork, while also engaging in conversation with Sukhwinder. During their interaction, Cliff Elliott had a strange feeling that he had met Sukhwinder before. Moreover, the house also seemed familiar to him. However, Cliff Elliott dismissed this feeling and focused on gathering more information. Sukhwinder Singh Dhillon introduced himself as Ranjit's uncle. When Cliff Elliott inquired about Ranjit's wife, Sukhwinder claimed that no one knew her whereabouts after Ranjit's death. Sukhwinder also provided no information about Ranjit's parents to Cliff Elliott. Cliff Elliott, who had previously worked as a private detective, began to suspect that something was amiss. Therefore, he started digging into Sukhwinder's background. After thorough investigation and reviewing old files, Cliff Elliott stumbled upon some shocking information. According to the records, Sukhwinder had received approximately $300,000 in insurance money about 17 months prior, following the death of a woman named Parvesh Kaur. Parvesh Kaur was Sukhwinder's first wife. Parvesh's death was also very mysterious and sudden, and the doctors couldn't determine the cause of her death. On the other hand, the cause of Ranjit's death was also beyond the comprehension of doctors. Ranjit was perfectly healthy before his sudden demise. All these facts now made Sukhwinder a suspicious figure in Cliff Elliott's eyes. Consequently, Cliff Elliott deliberately slowed down the insurance claim process and informed a senior officer in the local police about his suspicions. Cliff Elliott suspected that Sukhwinder Singh Dhillon might be involved in both these mysterious deaths and was possibly playing some game for the insurance money. However, all of this was just suspicion. Nothing was confirmed. To confirm these suspicions, it was crucial to thoroughly investigate Sukhwinder's entire history. So, who was this Sukhwinder Singh Dhillon? Sukhwinder Singh Dhillon was born on May 9, 1959, in Punjab, India. He came from a prosperous family. Despite this, in search of a better life, he moved to Canada in 1981. After arriving in Canada, Sukhwinder tried his hand at various jobs, but he didn't find satisfaction in any of them. After working in small factories, he also worked in an iron factory for some time. Later, he quit his job and became a bus driver, but he didn't enjoy that either. In 1983, he left everything and returned to India. Before going to Canada in 1981, Sukhwinder was engaged to a girl named Parvesh Kaur. In 1983, when Sukhwinder returned to India from Canada, he soon married Parvesh Kaur. After the marriage, Parvesh Kaur moved to Canada with her husband. At the time of the wedding, Sukhwinder painted grand dreams to Parvesh Kaur's family. He told them that he had earned a lot of money in Canada and had established a large company. Parvesh Kaur also came to Canada with great hope of a better life. But the reality here was quite different. In Canada, Sukhwinder was living in a very poor condition. Here, he used to do a menial job of mushroom harvesting on a mushroom farm. Very soon, Parvesh Kaur learned the truth about Sukhwinder. Not only had Sukhwinder lied to get married, but he also started physically abusing his wife and forcing her to work. Helpless, Parvesh Kaur also started working on the mushroom farm. After that, Parvesh Kaur tried her hand at several other jobs as well. She was doing all this on her husband's insistence. Amidst all this, 2 daughters were born to Parvesh Kaur and Sukhwinder Singh Dhillon. With time, the relationship between the husband and wife became more bitter instead of sweet. The reason behind all this was Sukhwinder's excessive greed for money. He was simply obsessed with money. Upon investigating Sukhwinder Singh Dhillon's past, it was revealed that until 1990, he somehow managed to live by doing odd jobs here and there. However, in 1991, he stepped into the world of fraud and filed his first fake insurance claim on February 18th, 1991. At that time, he was working in a paint factory. One day, he faked an injury and claimed that he had fallen from a height while working and was now having difficulty walking. Therefore, he demanded compensation from the Workers' Compensation Board. Following this claim, Sukhwinder Singh received approximately $19,000 in compensation in 1991. This amount was quite significant for Sukhwinder. After this, he became addicted to making money through fraudulent means, and in the next 4 years, he managed to swindle more than $70,000. By now, Sukhwinder had realized that earning money through fraudulent means was much easier for him than working hard. Now he started looking for new ways to commit fraud. During this time, he also learned about car insurance. Sukhwinder now found a way to commit fraud in car insurance as well. He started staging fake car accidents and then filing insurance claims for the supposed vehicle damage. Using this method, Sukhwinder made 15 fake accident claims in about 8 years until 1994, obtaining $15,539 in accident insurance claims. Surprisingly, Sukhwinder had only studied up to the 5th grade in Punjab. Despite this, he had learned to speak fluent English while living in Canada. By now, Sukhwinder had accumulated enough money to start his own business. In October 1994, Sukhwinder ventured into the used car business. His business took off, and he started earning a decent income. After some time, he also started his own used car dealership, which he named Aman Auto after his younger daughter. Around 1994, Sukhwinder met another young Indian man named Ranjit Singh Carey. Ranjit was about 23 years old and was also looking for work. After their conversation, Sukhwinder hired Ranjit Singh. Both of them continued to work together. Then came the year 1995. On February 3rd, 1995, Sukhwinder Singh's wife, Parvesh, suddenly fell very ill. She started vomiting and her body began to stiffen. Her body became so rigid that it arched like a bow. Parvesh was immediately taken to the hospital. The hospital staff had never seen a patient exhibit such symptoms before. It was a bizarre case for the doctors as well. The doctors couldn't understand Parvesh Kaur's illness, nor could they figure out a proper treatment. Nevertheless, based on their experience, the doctors started treatment. Despite this, Parvesh Kaur went into a coma and died 4 days later. The post-mortem report revealed nothing suspicious. Despite their best efforts, the team of doctors failed to determine the root cause of death. Parvesh Kaur's viscera was preserved for further investigation, and then her body was released for cremation. A few days after the funeral, Sukhwinder Singh Dhillon filed a claim for Parvesh Kaur's insurance money. Cliff Elliott was assigned to investigate the claim process. Everything seemed normal during the investigation, and finally, Sukhwinder received a total claim of $300,000. Following these revelations, the team investigating the case in Canada came to India, where some more shocking facts were uncovered. According to these revelations, just a few days after the death of his first wife, Parvesh Kaur, Sukhwinder Singh came to India and first married a woman named Sarabjit Kaur Brar. Then secretly, he married a third woman named Kushwinder Preet Kaur Tour. In both these marriages, Sukhwinder did not take any dowry. Instead, he told his in-laws that he would be staying in Canada after the wedding, and his wife would also accompany him. So there was no need for household goods. They could give him money instead. Sukhwinder's in-laws did just that. Sukhwinder received a significant amount of money from both marriages. For some time, Sukhwinder Singh stayed in India. During this time, Sarabjit Kaur Brar became pregnant and gave birth to twin children. By now, Sukhwinder had been in India for quite some time, and he wanted to return to Canada. However, the problem was how to take 2 wives and 2 twin children to Canada. So he hatched a plan to get rid of them and secretly poisoned his 2 twin children. However, this fact was revealed in the subsequent investigation. At the time of their deaths, The family believed that the children had suddenly died due to some illness. Moreover, before returning to Canada in 1996, he also deceitfully gave the same mysterious poison to his third wife, Sukhwinder Singh Dhillon, and murdered her. Her family also considered her death natural and performed her last rites. After getting rid of his 2 children and third wife, Sukhwinder comfortably left for Canada, telling his second wife that he would soon bring her to Canada as well. After returning to Canada, Sukhwinder once again got involved in his used car business. Meanwhile, one day, Sukhwinder got a big land deal. Sukhwinder's dream was to open a large garage of his own and expand his business on a large scale. For that, he needed a good piece of land. Sukhwinder had received an offer to buy this land, but the problem was that he was short of some money. He had earned a lot of money through fraudulent means, and he also had a good amount of money saved from selling cars. However, he was still short of some money for the land, so he started looking for ways to arrange the money. But for a long time, he couldn't arrange the funds from anywhere, and the final date of the land deal had to be extended several times. When Sukhwinder couldn't get any financial help from anywhere, he devised a dangerous plan. Then, as part of his conspiracy, one day, on the pretext of car insurance, he took his partner Ranjit to the insurance company's office. Here, Sukhwinder deliberately brought up the topic of personal insurance while discussing car insurance. Then, instead of the car, he got a $100,000 personal insurance policy each for himself and his partner Ranjit. Here, Sukhwinder convinced Ranjit that they were business partners, and if unfortunately he, Sukhwinder, died, Ranjit could take the money and invest it in the business. And if something happened to Ranjit, he, Sukhwinder, would take the money and expand the business so that it wouldn't fail. Ranjit got caught in Sukhwinder's trap and agreed to this insurance policy. Then, Sukhwinder Singh Dhillon registered himself as the nominee in Ranjit's policy. After all the formalities were completed, Ranjit's policy was issued on June 18, 1996. Soon after this, in a very mysterious manner, Ranjit also suddenly started vomiting. His body also began to stiffen. He started screaming in pain and was immediately taken to the hospital. Here, Ranjit also died in agony, just like Sukhwinder's wife, Parvesh Kaur. Sometime after Ranjit's death, Sukhwinder Singh Dhillon filed a claim for the insurance issued in Ranjit's name. After this information came to light, a team from Canada came to India to investigate. After completing all the paperwork, the bodies of the children were exhumed and sent for examination. On the other hand, in Canada, the viscera of Ranjit and Parvesh, which had been preserved, was also sent for more in-depth examination. The investigation in India revealed a very high amount of a dangerous chemical in the children's bodies, while the children's mother claimed that she had not given any medicine to the children. On the other hand, the viscera reports of Parvesh and Ranjit in Canada revealed that a dangerous level of strychnine poison was found in their bodies. After all these revelations, Sukhwinder Singh Dhillon was finally taken into custody in 1997, and the process of interrogation began. Initially, he denied any involvement in all the deaths. However, as the investigation progressed, Sukhwinder Singh's crimes began to come to light. According to the revelations, one day, Sukhwinder mixed strychnine in his wife's food, which caused her to die in agony. He had conspired to take his wife's life after getting her insured. Regarding Ranjit, it was revealed that he complained to Sukhwinder about some fatigue. Sukhwinder was already looking for an opportunity. So as soon as Ranjit mentioned feeling a little tired, he showed him a tablet, saying it was a magic pill. He claimed that taking it would make him feel very strong and even increase his sexual power significantly. According to reports, Ranjit took the tablet after Sukhwinder said this. He took the medicine before going to bed and spent some time with his wife. But soon after, his condition started deteriorating, and he also died in agony, just like Sukhwinder's wife Parvesh Kaur. In India, he had also killed his third wife by giving her the same poison in the name of a headache medicine. He committed this murder just to get rid of her, because no one in India suspected the deaths of his children or Sukhwinder's third wife, and no report was filed. Therefore, no case was filed against Sukhwinder in India. However, in Canada, he was charged with first-degree murder, and finally, in 2001, he was convicted of the deaths of Ranjit and Parvesh Kaur. The court sentenced Sukhwinder Singh Dhillon to 25 years in prison. The court also made it clear that Sukhwinder would not be eligible for parole before 25 years. After this, Sukhwinder was sent to the Warkworth Institution Jail in Ontario, Canada. He appealed against the sentence several times in between, but his appeals were rejected by the upper court. While serving his 25-year sentence, Sukhwinder Singh Dhillon died suddenly in jail on November 16, 2013. Sukhwinder was also known as the Hamilton serial killer in Canada. Friends, what is your opinion on this entire story? Please let us know in the comment box. If you liked our effort, please like and share the video. If you haven't subscribed to Crime Tales Real channel yet, please subscribe quickly and press the bell icon for more such crime-related stories. Stay connected with us.